You may have to look for something. I don't know if this is like, oh, I know I had something. Let me go see where I put it. Or you're scrolling through your email. You're trying to find some type of reply, some type of email. Maybe you're trying to find a screenshot of something. You're looking for something. Something that you know that you've seen already. Or maybe you feel like, oh, I wrote that down. Or, I don't know. All right, let's go with your general. Whatever comes out. Someone's not willing to learn. Okay? They may feel the value or see the value in you giving them some type of help, and or you just giving them your opinion or what you would do. They don't want to find their own route. It's like you taking what's the saying? You give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach him how to fish or something like that, somebody doesn't want to learn how to fish. They also could value other people's attention, other people's opinion, and or validation. It seems like at one point you were connected to this person. Maybe you felt like this was your person, and then you had to trust yourself. Like, you know what? Let me take off the rose-colored glasses and let me just base this off of how I feel. Yeah. And you realize, okay, you know, as much as I want to take action, it's not the time when it comes to whoever this was. Yeah. You feel like it was the best case scenario to give this a rest and or step back. Okay. What's going on now? Now you could be watching this person. They're going through something, but they don't really have the same type of passion. They don't really come off as maybe seductive as they was once. Like they're not in tune with themselves. Like you could tell that something's off about this person, even if you're watching them through social media. Yeah, you are. You could be watching them online. And it's like, I could have helped you. I could have helped you relax. I could have helped you seeing who you were. If you would have gave me the feelings, if you would have gotten through your own feelings, you're watching them like, look, I was the person that was hidden in plain sight. You should have just seen me for who I were. You should have just gave me the true opportunity. And now they may have some type of wish to be back in your circle. So be careful of anybody coming back. What's the outcome if you allow this? Even as friends, somebody is not going to show you that they are having some type of emotional baggage. They're going to come towards you like, oh yeah, everything's good. Like I'm actually good. I'm bossed up. I've accomplished something. You're like, yeah, you can trust me. Yeah, you can come towards me. But if you do so, you're going to be prioritizing yourself and what you've committed to. You're going to feel like you committed to some type of fantasy. Yeah. And you're going to be like, damn, I remember the day I walked away. I remember the day. I remember why now. And you're going to have to take a leap of faith elsewhere. So don't allow somebody else to come back, even if they got some type of emotions, they cry, or whatever the case may be. Okay? What sign is this specifically? You see how I'm looking for something? I'm telling you, you're either going... And maybe if you're not... which I think you are looking for something. Like maybe you're looking for something to travel, or... You're like, oh, I need my passport, or I need to go pack something, or I forgot something. Or maybe you're going somewhere and you have to be scanned, like wind down for something. Like if you're not scanning somebody, maybe somebody's scanning you, or maybe you got to go scan some type of document. All right, who is this person that's watching you? Who is this person? This could definitely be an air sign. Okay, if it's not an air sign, it definitely could be a fire sign, but they want your forgiveness. It's their hope and wish that you give them a second chance. They say, okay, well, I'll have clear boundaries this time. I won't be doing the same thing. I won't be talking. I won't be exploring. I won't be doing all this other kind of stuff. We can have a good time. We can explore, and any kind of burdens that you feel like you have emotionally, anything that you're trapped in your head about, I'll be with you and we can celebrate until you feel supported. Again, outcome if you take this, you're going to end up moving on anyway. Okay? You may feel like this person has released some type of like mental baggage, but they also have done it to the point where they forgot how your experience was, and you're gonna be like, wait, you don't even acknowledge, or you don't really truly see what it put me through, and that's gonna kind of piss you off, to be honest, if you go back. And you're like, again, you're gonna realize, okay, I remember why I left. I remember why I made this decision. Okay, so be careful of anybody coming back. Let's see what else comes out. All right, so you have some type of strength, or something that's going to be stabilizing for you. Okay, it may have seemed bittersweet because it's like it took a lot to get here, but I feel like this is going to give you your next idea, or this is going to allow you to shine for sure. This is also cleansing you from any type of like anxiety, and not saying like where you don't have any completely, but it's like whenever things get rocky, you kind of have this like, okay, wait, let me rebalance, because I know things are going to get back comfortable, or I know that there's a way out of this, and it brings you some type of mental peace. Okay, yeah, especially when you're frustrated. It's like you've learned how to get a way out. All right, somebody may be either popping up on you unexpectedly, or you're gonna have to like book a service unexpectedly. Like, okay, I need somebody to come out for your power, your internet, or something like that may happen this week. All right, let's continue. I do think you have the strength whenever you have some type of upheavals, or you feel like you're going through some type of setbacks, you have the strength to kind of get through something. It's like you know now how to recognize, okay, how you're feeling and when to like move on, or what. It's like, let's say you having like a lot of back-to-back crappy days, right? You're like, wait a second, I just feel like I'm being stagnated. Let me figure out what do I have a fear of, or what it is that's keeping me stuck into this picture, this scenario. Figure out what this trauma is, and then you address it. You focus on it, you get through it, and you're learning that that's how you build your strength, and this is how you get towards what you deserve, and this is building your success and optimism. So good job, shout out to you for that. All right, when it comes to some type of pain, hopefully no one around you is physically hurt. Like I'm thinking about like somebody be in the hospital, there's fluids or something like that. I think this pain is actually mental. I feel like you had some type of anxiety or situation that you were creating, and now that you're able to release this and see clear, you're kind of curious of what's next. I feel like you're also releasing anybody that was around you that you feel like was trying to be clever. They were trying to gossip. They were trying to talk about you moving forward. You're like, yeah, you're burning all this shit. So it's the end of that. Okay, it's like I'm not doing that anymore. I went through that cycle, or that was just a phase in my life, and you know, it is what it is. You may know somebody that's a part of the LGBTIQA community. Yeah, this could be somebody who's an air sign for sure, or they could be with an earth sign. Somebody's impulsive, but at the same time, they're successful. They have some type of finances. They know how to get something to go in their favor, but maybe they're just not fully out of some type of illusion or fear. Maybe they still have something that they're holding on to. This person also could have a mother figure around them, and they're like, okay, I'm just trying to push it through, because if not, this person, oh God. It's like they have a mother figure around them, a grandmother, a mother, a aunt, somebody in their life, and they feel like that person judges them, and because of so, this is why they're trying to push through. They're like, okay, well, this person, I'm not gonna say at the end of their life, but they could be older for sure, and it's like, well, I'll just wait until this person passes away, kind of thing, right? And then we can work on, you know, truly being who I am and what we already know. This is when they want to, like, they're trying to stagnate it. Okay, but I don't know if they're trying to be honest about why they're trying to stagnate it, but they are. If you know someone that's a part of this community. All right, let's keep going. Sweetness. I was thinking about Roll Bounce. I don't know if you know what that movie is. It's like a skating movie out of ATL. So maybe you're either going to go back to an old hobby that you used to do, or maybe you're going to be traveling somewhere and you're just going to get out and have some like actual fun. What's with the sweetness? So when it comes to sweetness, you may be conflicted if you want to support someone who's actually sweet to you. It's like you guys talk over the phone, but you're holding on to some type of trauma. Maybe it's something that's happened to you in the past. Yeah, for sure. You're still grieving. You feel like y'all have some type of common goals, or that you guys can have some type of focused efforts. This is a lot of pure joy. I like this. They have some real good intentions. Maybe you guys have some type of knowledge, or you share some type of belief, and this is something you can nurture for sure. Outcome. I feel like you're creating fear. And I feel like you're going to be able to let this go. You're uncertain right now, but at some point in time, you guys are going to stabilize. This is going to be like, okay, I do deserve to be happy. I do deserve this marriage. I do deserve this. And any type of like setbacks that you felt was happening, it's going to rapidly or quickly change for you. I love this. So whoever this is that you're being sweet to, or that's being sweet to you, give them a chance. Okay, let's see what's going on with your creativity. What's some type of bright idea, or just something that you're going to get some type of epiphany about? Your 10 of Cups, your happiness. You like, you know what? This is making me happy. This is my well-being. This is my long term for sure. You just may feel like there's somebody around you who says things out of spite. Somebody who's insecure with themselves. This could be a mother figure, or someone around you who is a mother. Okay, and you kind of being sensitive to them, and because they may be going through some setbacks, or they're about to. This could definitely be somebody in your family, for sure. You may consider this person like demanding or overbearing from time to time. They could get spiteful. Yeah, it's kind of like in the most simplest way, right? It doesn't have to always be like a major betrayal. It could be like, okay, well, I cooked this spaghetti for dinner tonight, and you're like, oh, well, I wasn't coming by, or I didn't really want no spaghetti, I didn't really want dinner. Well, fine, I'll never cook for you again, or you just don't want to love, you just don't want to see me. It's like, wait, that's not, I just didn't want that, or I was just already in bed, or I already have dinner plans, or it's something like that, and you have to give them some type of perspective in order to balance out whatever they got going on. Okay. Also, as you get some type of idea, you're going to see, again, someone in your family go through something. They may want you to take responsibility of something that they did or said at impulse. Okay. They may also maybe like, okay, well, I can work towards you even though I said this, even though I did this. Like, okay, I want to listen to you, or we can do something together. They believe you have some type of knowledge of how to get through something. Make sure you're using your head over heart decision when you're dealing with this, especially if this is business related. Even if they're your family, because if not, it's going to make you unstable. For sure. And it's going to be some type of issues. So be careful with this. But I feel like overall, this is going to be a solid beginning for you. This may be a young business or something that you just started, but it's going to get you some type of groundedness. It's going to give you a strong foundation. You just have to be smart about who you let in your circle, because people will come towards you like, oh, I have this idea, or oh, I want to be a part of it, but they're low-key trying to stab you in the back. Okay, so use your wisdom when you're having people help you with whatever this is. All right. What was your next topic? That was our general whatever comes out. You see how I'm looking for something? I'm telling you, you're going to be looking for something soon. Or maybe you're already looking for it. Let's go into what you can expect for this week. Let's see. Let's talk about Monday, Tuesday. What can you expect Monday, Tuesday? What sign are you? You're the Aquarius. Are you faking like you're happy? It's like, oh, I'm happy somebody betrayed themselves out of my spot, or I'm happy somebody lied to me, or this, that, and third. I'm gonna move on, or I have something better now, or something like that. But at the same time, you're still holding on to it. Yeah, you are. It's like you kind of get some type of security out of, like, I have this leverage over you. Like, I know that you fucked me over, or I know I did this, so I'm going to continue to hold on to what you did to me, because I'll forever have leverage over this, and you're going to always be wrong. But the more that you hold on to this, the more that's giving you anxiety. Even if you start to see this person, like, it may not happen now, but in the future, let's say by November or whatever, this person, they start to balance out their lives, or things starting to go in their favor, that's going to have you full of anxiety if you're still attached to it, because it's going to be like, well, damn, why are things getting better and they still fucked me over? Like, you don't feel like it was enough karma, essentially, even though they're going through a new start. Okay? So you need to let something go for sure. Let's go into Tuesday, Wednesday. You need to know about Tuesday. Alright, so you won't have a lot of burdens on you. But just make sure whatever it is you're working out, you're working out, okay? But whatever it is that if you're working out, don't burn yourself out. But whatever it is that you're trying to work out, and you're trying to delegate or get through some type of disagreement, make sure that you are being clear with it. You're not being careless with how you speak or how you get something done. It seems like also you may get some type of sexual release. I'm just going to call it what it is. And as you do so, you may discover some type of emotions, or you may discover that somebody has options. Somebody was definitely irresponsible with their body part, or how they release some type of information, or whatever they decide to do. And whatever they discover from here is going to confuse them on, like, okay, what happens next? Is somebody pregnant? What situation did I get myself into? What did I create, or how do I get out of it? There may be some type of conflict. It's a lot of fire signs out here. Is this with you? This may be with your job. But this got to do with somebody sleeping with each other. Was somebody sleeping with each other at the job? Somebody was sleeping with the boss? And somebody is like got fired. They feel like they was tricked out of something that they shouldn't have been, just because they had some type of balanced emotion to say that this was a one-time thing. Whole time the other person felt like, no, this could have been more, and they created some type of issue. And now somebody could have lost their job because they were sleeping with the boss, or they were sleeping with somebody who had some type of position of authority. Why does this matter to you? Why does this matter to you throughout your week? Because this fire sign may come towards you. They may come towards you secretly and figure out, okay, well, how did you do something? How did you get out of this job? How did you move on? How did you switch departments? How did you do something? They want to figure out how you healed, or how did you get somebody to stop talking to you a certain way, or they want to know how you did something. Again, if there's a small disagreement that happens, just be curious about how somebody feels like this, right? So it's like somebody comes towards you with some misunderstanding of something. Instead of like barking back or be like, oh, well, no, you're wrong. But wait, why do you feel like this? Why do you think? Tell me what you think is going on, or you tell me how you feel about something, and then I'll tell you kind of where the lines got crossed. Try to have it in that kind of perspective. Because somebody is going to realize that they're going through a whole lot of disasters when it comes to something that they created. and or just whoever they were nurturing. This could be like a parent and a child. Like, okay, well, tell me about my child that you were dating, or tell me about what was going on here. You're going to have to talk them through it. Also have some type of desire for another job. Like, you feel like maybe you've mastered everything that you've had at this current job. Maybe you've been there for a few years, at least 3, and you're like, okay, you know what, I trust that I've mastered this. I have the passion. I can do this elsewhere. Maybe you want to find another job, or maybe you're kind of hoping that your job that you've been at will now see that you've been there for a while, and they'll offer you some type of position of authority. Will you get this position? Okay, I don't think so. You may feel like, okay, you know what, it's just best that I move on. I go take my talents elsewhere. And I feel like you're going to end up making a choice to let go of this job. Outcome if you walk away. I think you're going to do it. You are. I don't know how quickly you're going to do it, or just, of course, make sure that you're stable. But I feel like you're going to feel like a badass when you do. It's like, you know what? I made sure that I got all my bills paid. I got a savings account. I got my 401k that I can pull out. I got other options. And I feel like you're going to take the chance. And you're like, okay, I'm going to go and, or I'm going to continue to work and still find an opportunity in the background. I just may have to juggle my time or my priorities until then. Then you're going to celebrate with your friends or whatever that you actually walked away. And it's like, finally, it's like it was time. You knew it was time for a new beginning, for sure. And this is going to allow things to go in your favor and you to start to see some type of balance. Because it seemed like you've been familiar with a lot of like mental endings. You had to go through a lot of either mental endings, communication with people. You had to cut people off. There was just a lot of shit going on. And now you're coming up out of that. Alright, so that's what's going on. We're about to start looking for a new job. Tuesday, Wednesday. Let's go Wednesday, Thursday. What can we expect Wednesday, Thursday? Alright, so you may also fear something. You may be in your head about some type of information that you know. Maybe you feel like somebody that you know around you is going through some type of surgery. And it kind of makes you scared. This is somebody that's in your support system or somebody that you support. Yeah. You may feel like somebody who's going through something, they may have to go through surgery, or they're going through something with their health. There's something going on that they didn't tell you about. They had some type of negative feelings themselves that they were holding back. And so you feel like this didn't give you an opportunity to kind of help them or support them in whatever way that they needed to. And that's why you're in your head about it. It's like, okay, well, how do I drop everything I need to so that way I can come and support you? How do I... Yeah. And it's like, how do we move forward the way we can create an environment where everything is okay, where you're balanced, where you know what to do and you can get through some type of issue? You may be dealing with someone's health. Yeah. And you're just like, oh, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not sure of the possibilities. But I feel like overall there's success here. So I feel like you'll be fine. They will be fine, okay? But I do think that there's going to be something that's going to have to change with their environment or how they do things. For sure. Okay. Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday. It seems like everything kind of balances out by then. You also may see somebody of your past get some type of judgment about their life and they feel unsupported. It's like they're going through some type of karma and you may be able to see it on Friday. This could be somebody that still wants to sleep with you. Like I don't know. I don't know if they offer oral sex to you and they're like, oh, I just want to do this. I don't know. But if this is somebody that the last time that y'all communicated, they say something about it, this is a person that's going to get the karma. You also may realize that, okay, it's fair that something happens. You may feel like you're getting a gift, or it may not even be enough, right? Let's say somebody owes you something and you feel like, okay, well, they could at least pay me restitution, but they only give you $100, or they only gave you a little to nothing. It's kind of like, you know what? I'm disappointed in whatever this is and who you are, and I'm gonna make the decision to completely cut ties from you. I'm just not gonna support you and or whatever debt you got. It's just whatever you got. I'm not helping you with any of it. Yeah, you are. This is gonna put them in their head. They may have some type of victim mentality when it comes to how they use their emotions, for sure. But they didn't make a decision. And if they did make a decision to betray you, they didn't want to stand on it. You're walking away from someone. And I honestly want to say this could be next Thursday, next Friday. I feel like that's next. What is about this Thursday, this Friday? You're still in your head about whoever's going through some type of surgery, or whatever relationship this is, or whatever information you get. You may still be in your head. Next Friday is when you cut someone off. Okay. All right. What else? Let's do the weekend. All right, let's follow up the weekend. What can you expect in the weekend? You may be focusing on work. You may be persevering with trying to find someone who can help, or find something that can get things organized. It's like, okay, let's put a plan in place. Let's go ahead and figure out what we can do. Let's rearrange. Like, you're going to be looking for information. For sure. Somebody's watching you. They want to sit back and see if you can regain or lose control over a situation. It's like something happens for you fast, right? So let's say you've been waiting on some type of stability. Let's say you have a side business or whatever the case may be, and then all of a sudden you get all these influx of clients. Somebody's sitting back and watching like, okay, well, now you got you got what you want. You got all these clients. Can you truly handle it? Can you truly do with the things that you say that you've been doing? And I feel like you're going to handle it just fine. You are. So whatever this is, somebody's want to see what you're going to do with the opportunity, and you're going to make it everything that you need it to be. I love that. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. All right, let's talk about love. Let's go into love. New love. When it comes to your new love, what's going on here? Make sure you're not comparing yourself to someone. Make sure you're not comparing them. And so because you feel like, oh, wait, I feel like I've seen these signs before, or, oh, this is reminding me of something, let me retreat. I'm not sure if I really want to open up right now, or you make sure you're discussing exactly how you feel. Because I feel like it is time to try again when it comes to love. Again, procrastination. You're holding yourself back. You are used to feeling like you didn't get any good people in your past, and that's why you're on this like high rise of, oh, I know I'm gonna get hurt, or I know there's something that's stuck in the past. You are. Okay? But the whole time it feels like love is the answer, and it looks good for you right now, like this is the time. You're just indecisive. And be careful, because if you're giving someone else mixed signals, they're going to feel burnt out about your insecurity, and they feel like at any point that they get some type of anxiety, they're not going to choose to be with you. okay? So be careful when it comes to this. If you're dealing with someone now, how do they feel about you? They feel like you have some type of satisfaction, that you can take care of yourself. They feel like you can get in your hair from time to time. And then they have to be patient until you decide to pretty much let your guard down. Yeah, for sure. I feel like overall this person definitely has some type of energy. They're waiting on you to send a message in or create some type of opportunity. Maybe you guys are going to travel together. It's just some type of uncertainty. Maybe somebody also wants to figure out how you're going to talk to them, or, you know, if you're going to take the opportunity to send a message if there's some type of conflict. So somebody feels like they don't want to move too fast, because if so, that's going to that's going to create an opportunity to conflict the actual love that's there. Maybe they feel like you don't want to move too fast. This is why you don't move fast. Because if you move too fast, then it's going to create some type of obstacle when it comes to how you feel or overwhelm you. They feel like they can see you. They feel like they can see any type of like grief that's still on you, any type of despair that's on you, and they feel like there's a chance that things are going to change, but they feel like you're holding back. They do. They definitely feel like you're holding back from them. All right. Should you continue to hold back? Outcome if you hold back. I don't think you should, because it's going to cause you to be overwhelmed. I do feel like this person could be a long-term person for you emotionally, for sure. But right now, you just feel like you're overcommitted. Why? Because of your finances? Or is it because of a person, a Virgo or Leo? Are you really trying to stabilize with somebody still, and you're like, okay, well, you're still giving hope to something that you know is unstable, that you know that you should be walking away from? Making sure you're not holding yourself back, because this is going to trick you out of something that's good for you. Okay? But I do feel like this person can recognize that they feel like you're not giving them your all. And of course, you don't give everybody 100% without, you know, being in a committed relationship, or even just, you know, fully, truly committed to somebody. But they don't feel like you're giving them your best when it comes to like trying to get to know them and push this relationship forward. Okay, let's see. What else we got? What else is new when it comes to love? Rainbow. I told you, somebody could be a part of the LGBTQA community. But I feel like you have some type of good luck. Things are going well when it comes to love. Maybe you're just being patient with yourself is how you see it. But I feel like you should allow yourself this adventure. You should allow yourself to be playful and allow this friendship to grow. But again, this uncertainty pops out every time when it comes to this uncertainty in love. Maybe it's because of work also. Like maybe you have a 9-to-5, or again, you're trying to do something outside of this. Like you do something on a side hustle, or 5 to 6 or something like that. And you're kind of like, okay, well, I'm waiting on this to kind of take off, and this is a challenge right now. But it seems like you're uncertain because you don't know how somebody's going to act long term. Yeah, you've been through some type of betrayal and you're still holding on to it. Okay. But I feel like if you realize that you can navigate through issues, or you know how to get out of people or get away from people who are low vibrational, once you realize, okay, any type of roadblocks, I know how to get through it or manage it, you'll be fine. Like you'll be more willing to go forward. But I feel like you're right on track. You could be seeing 1234 a lot, like on the clock or just out in general. You could be seeing a lot of 9s or a lot of 5s. Heavy on the 5s or 9s. I don't think that this, whatever betrayal you've been through in the past, right? Whatever spilled milk or whatever regret you feel like you're still kind of holding on to that required you to be self-reliant, it wasn't supposed to give you a roadblock when it comes to love. It was supposed to teach you your stamina. It was supposed to teach you, like, okay, how to be laser focused on what you like and what gives you joy, what makes you feel like you can grow. Okay, so allow yourself to explore, because you're actually going to be excited about whatever this outcome is. Like you are. All right, so you could be dealing, when it comes to love, a Leo, a Gemini, a Pisces, a Leo, a Cancer, a Gemini, a Virgo, a Pisces, a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, and of course you're out here as well. All right. Anything else regarding new love? No. You're literally on your way to exactly where you want to be. You're fine. You're going to have some type of success. You just need the confidence to get through whatever it is that you need to in order for you guys to stabilize. Okay? Any type of shakeups or anything that you feel like is going to crumble, it's just going to allow you to go through a new beginning. And it's like you can never truly be truly prepared, right? So it's like, okay, well, what's the next shakeup that'll happen? Well, let's say you have a creative idea, or somebody wants to go do something, or they want to take a possibility when it comes to this love, or, you know, let's look into a child or somehow or way. You'll figure it out. You'll never be truly prepared for something. Okay? Allow yourself to be explorative. I don't even know if that's a word. Exploitive. Ooh, who's trying to exploit somebody? Let's see. Who's trying to exploit somebody? Somebody that decided to be an op. On the bottom of the deck, I got a Capricorn, or somebody with the initial I. This also could be a Pisces that's involved. Let's go ahead into what's hidden. What's with this? Somebody could have tried to do something online. Somebody wanted to accomplish some type of disaster for someone in secret. Heavy on the Pisces. They wanted to show the world or show someone that it was an illusion, that this person was caring, this person was healing and receptive. They wanted this person to be seen as someone who was just lustful and out there just doing impulsive things. It's like, oh, well, do you know that this person is still committed to their past? Or do you know that this person used to do this in their past? And they were trying to exploit someone online. Outcome. Now they're balanced when it comes to things that are practical for them. This could be a relationship, a job, something that's thrown off for themselves. Definitely with work. Their finances, and they're trying to figure out what they can do to quickly get out of their scenario and or out of their head. They may feel like you were competing towards them, or maybe you were just trying to change your lifestyle at some point in time that this was happening. And now they have some type of negative fears or isolation, or they have some type of like disempowerment when it comes to them manifesting something that they want. Some type of skill. They may even want your forgiveness. Okay, so FYI with this. Oh, child. Let's see. What should be your response to this? This is definitely somebody who's watching you, or they're waiting to communicate. What should be your response? Continue to have your joy. Continue to give yourself whatever love you have. And honestly, I feel like you already know whatever this is, whatever they tried to do, or whatever this was, you kind of already know about this, but it feels like you're going to act dumb. When this past person comes towards you, you can be like, oh, hey, I didn't know you were going to send me a message, or hey, I didn't know that you were involved with this. Like, oh, okay, well, tell me about this manipulation. Well, sure, yeah, you can tell me about whatever it is that you have like confidence in, and how you was juggling, and how you feel like you wasted some time and you was full of some type of bullshit just so you can create some type of guard against me, or you felt like I was guarded against you when I decided to move on. Okay, sure, you can tell me now that you want to balance this out and you're just disappointed about your situation and whatever it is that you created for yourself. Yeah, I'm not sure how you're going to get your money or your legacy. I'm not sure about that. But, yeah, you can tell me about the confusion. You can tell me about whatever it is that y'all were wishing to happen. You're going to let them talk. I'll come after they talk. This is what, maybe this is what's going to persuade you by next Friday to cut somebody off. It is. You're going to focus on yourself. You're going to focus on this relationship or whatever this is. And whoever tried to conflict you and or like was a part of this, you're like, you know what? I'm releasing you. I'm not even going to be in my head about what you were trying to do. I'm just completely getting away from you. You're standing guard against whoever was involved. Let's keep going. What else is hidden? It seems like you're going to be able to get out and kind of just have a break, go enjoy nature, go for a walk, whatever it is that you like to do. Remember earlier when I was saying something about some type of liquid? I couldn't say it online because I don't know if they were going to BLOOD, like when I told you somebody was going through the hospital. It's like you're going to either give somebody flowers or you're going to be dealing with that. Okay? Somebody's heartbroken. They know that they fucked up. They know that they had some type of sex fix or they got some type of little secret that they feel like they're trying to keep out of you knowing. But at the same time, they're fragile because they have some type of legal matters and they're looking for some type of support or some type of like, okay, option from you that you can provide them. They want to know, like, okay, well, what are my chances? What is my risk type of mindset because they feel guilty. And they feel like you're about to master something or you're about to, when something take off for you, it's like, well, what about everybody else? What does this have to do with you? Somebody's definitely hiding the fact that they got legal matters. I'm telling you, somebody wants your decision. Somebody wants your forgiveness. Somebody wants, like, what would you do? Like, okay, tell me how I can get out of this. Somebody wants to know, like, okay, if I stop manipulating you, not being a manipulator, if I stop manipulating you, right, because it ain't really working, you already seem to know things. You already seem to have some type of trust with yourself. How does that pan out for me? How does this, you know, fuck up, shake up the bullshit I got going on now to where I end up happy? They want your advice. Should you give this to them? No. You need to stand your ground. You need to stand guard. Why? They made a choice to stabilize any type of like disappointment. They made a choice to encourage this, to be this. They have to deal with it themselves. They have to. Somebody fell into their own struggles, their own trap, and they're wanting you to protect them. You can't protect them from their own mess. They got to go through it. Okay. Who is this? Because somebody's hiding legal issues. Who is this that wants your help, that has legal issues? Somebody with the initial X. This could be a Capricorn. Heavy on the Capricorn for sure. Okay, if it's not a Capricorn, which it could be another earth sign or somebody with the initial X, or it could be your ex. All right, let's see what else is hidden. Something's ending. You're not seeing that there's going to be some type of divorce or some type of breakup, and it's going to be like literally the finale. Also, you may not realize, like, whatever you feel like you've been going through, if you feel like you've been cursed or you've been like just through some type of like karmic season, whatever, all of that's ending. And you low-key could be in denial, like, no, it's not gonna be that easy. No, it's not. Like, literally, you're getting out of it. Okay. I also feel like you may be hiding the fact that you're in denial, that you want to deal with someone secretly. Or you're dealing, okay, so you're dealing with someone who was denying you of being the side piece. All right, so there's going to be some type of ending, and you're not going to look back, okay? You're going to allow someone who's in denial to face their own karma, especially if this is a side piece who wants some type of like protection, wants your advice, whatever the case may be. You're gonna say no to this. You're like, I'm completely done with you. Every time I'm around you, I get wrapped up in something I shouldn't be, and I end up contradicting myself, and absolutely not. They end up taking your energy somehow, some way. So you don't see that this is the actually end. You don't see that coming. But I feel like you know it, though. You do know it. You're just not sure, like, okay, well, this person keeps popping up, or sometimes we get reconnected somehow, some way, or look, as soon as I said that, it got called. Somehow y'all end up back on the same page, or you end up unblocking them, or whatever the case may be. And then once you remember what this person was doing or how they actually act, then you go out for like, okay, well, now I want revenge, or now I want to get even, or now I want to. You just need to completely separate yourself from them, and I think you're about to. Okay. Anything else that's hidden? And then we'll go into your questions. You may realize that somebody's been living double standards once you learn something. Somebody's been pushing your boundaries on purpose, even though they've been seeming like, oh yeah, I'm just coming here to be peaceful, or I'm just in your energy for a little bit. They've been intentionally testing your limits. You're about to get the real story about what? Let's switch decks. Okay, it's getting juicy. It's getting juicy. Something about steak, or maybe you want some type of lobster or something good to eat. What are you going to discover? Somebody gets around a lot. You're about to get somebody's true intentions on what they get high off of. You're about to see somebody's evidence, receipts, or something like that. You're about to see who they're laid up with. It's like, oh wait, I know that location. Oh wait, I know that tattoo. I know that person. You're about to see something. You're like, wait, this person was lying the entire time? Detective, you are about to see something. Oh, this person online acting like they keeping it 100, and the whole time that they going through ups and downs with somebody that they laid up with. Somebody's going to be looking into somebody's finances. Like, oh, I got receipts that you were going through an eviction. I got receipts that you were going through. What does this have to do with you? This is a friend of me that's trying to troll you because you're taking off. Somebody felt like you were you lived a double standard by pushing them off, or once you learned something and you completely put them out your boundary. Maybe this is something that you've already did to someone. Who is this? This is something that you did to someone recently. You labeled them as an op. This could be a Pisces, a Gemini, or a Capricorn. They may start trolling you somehow, some way. So expect that too. You may not see that coming. Alright, now let's jump into your questions, and then we'll wrap you up with confirmations. So this new person, your person long term. Will this person be the person to fulfill you emotionally long term? They will. You guys do have shared goals. You guys can accomplish things together. You're going to realize this person is truly on your team. And I think that's going to be the biggest thing. It's like, okay, I have a teammate now, and I want to create something. Or they help you also get out of any type of like, oh, I'm not sure about myself, or oh, I'm failing to get out of the situation, or oh, I'm indecisive. This person is definitely going to be a part of your foundation. I like it for you, for sure. Is this new job going to last for a long term? A long time? This new job, will it last for a long time? It will. This is going to give you some type of energy. Especially if you feel like sometimes when it comes to work, you can be a little shy, or you kind of hold yourself back. It will. It's going to progress. It's going to be something that you can invest in. I like it. Again, it's going to give you some type of new energy, even if you've been doing something for this job for like, you've been doing this industry for a while, or you got some type of experience under your belt. It's going to give you some type of new spark to it. Okay. Will they get a new job soon? Maybe. They may go through some type of hardship right now, okay? So they feeling emotionally lonely because they're struggling. But I feel like something is almost over. They will get some type of idea in or perspective, but it just may take a while before they actually get something that they feel like, okay, this was worth the challenge. They may find a quick job, but they may feel like the boss or whoever this is very vicious, and they may decide to walk off of that because it would be toxic for them to stay. But I feel like for them to find a stable job, it may take a while. Okay. What can you do about this person not having a job? Anything that you should do? You can't do anything. Okay. They may be emotionally disconnected. And as much as you try to make things kind of work or be like, oh, well, let's be optimistic or let's, look at it this way, this person's going to be distracted and they're going to be temperamental. Okay, they're gonna have some type of tantrums, and it's just not gonna get any better. And this may make you feel like you're burnt out, and you may want to isolate yourself because it may fuck up something that you got going for yourself. Okay, so you may not be able to save them either, just FYI. But it will come. It just may take some while. All right, confirmations. Stay focused. You are close. Somebody does something they don't even know why, especially when it comes to lust. It's like, okay, yeah, they had some type of lust, but then when they're done with it, it's like, yeah, it wasn't really worth it. Again, somebody could definitely be a part of the community, the LGBTQA, okay? You may be meeting the one. This could be the one for you. All right, let someone talk. The truth will come out as they do. You may feel like you're not seeing a lot of progress, but you will, okay? New love is here. New love is on the way, but you may not be fully acknowledging it, or maybe you just feel like you're not really ready, okay? Pray before you decide. Before, okay? Either you or somebody around you didn't finish school. Okay, there's going to be some type of certificate or completion that's out here. Maybe you're thinking you're going back. So your auntie, your niece, or someone around you could be important. You also could be having a rainbow baby, or somebody around you is. Maybe you're going to school that has something to do with kids, or nursing, or I don't know, maybe even grief counseling somehow, some way. Count yourself up. Tally up the good things that you've been doing, because it seems like you're on the up and up. All right, relax. Something is already taken care of. You may not feel like you got a lot of validation or something around you, especially when it relates to someone in particular, but everything is made for you, and you'll see progress within the next 6 to 9 months. I know they only say 6, but I was going to say 9. You also may know somebody who's pregnant. All right, final confirmations. Yep, somebody can't find work, can't find a job, okay? They may find something in construction, or they may change industries. It's like they've been in warehousing or something like that. They may find something else. If you are a smoker or know someone who is, they may need to go on a tea break for sure, okay? Somebody's looking up some type of information, whether on you or just in general, and somebody's actually seeing that you've grown, or you need to acknowledge with yourself, like, okay, I have grown. So good job. You may be feeling justified, or someone around you is. This is someone who wants to be in charge of you or your situation, but something was never going to happen, so you don't need to stress out about it. Someone is secretly bisexual, or again, they're coming out of the closet, or somebody's like waiting for that to happen. But be careful, because this person could be reckless with their body, all right? They can't resist some type of change or what they're going through, especially if this is a person that can't find a job. All right, somebody feels like they lost you for good, but they're still trying to fight the good fight, especially if this is a man, okay? But this man also could be secretly bisexual.